Hello and welcome to my unboxing and first look at the Sicaran battle tank for the Legiones Astartes for Warhammer the Horus Heresy from Games Workshop. The kit comprises of 204 plastic components and will cost you £47.50. It's right here in this box along with a load of other items, so we're just going to go straight in there and open this up. This is the plastic Sicaran. You haven't been able to get the sort of resin Sicaran from Forge World for quite a while now. You can get a few of the other variants. For some reason the Venator, which is a tank hunter version of the Sicaran, it's not there when you select View All Legiones Astartes items. Neither is the rapier with the laser destroyer, but if you type them in manually they will come up. So let's unbox this. Obviously it's plastic Sicaran, so you would think that they would release the others in plastic. Just a turret job, isn't it, really? I don't think they will release the turrets separate, because they're not doing that with the Predator or the Kratos or anything like that, are they? So so that's a bit out of the realms of possibility, but who knows? It would be good if they did that. You've got element exposure, little sticker there. You've got some airbags. This isn't wrapped. I would have liked this to be wrapped in some bubble wrap or something, but this is the Fabius Bile Omnibus by Josh Reynolds. I've been meaning to pick this up quite a while. The cover is lovely. It's like, well, yeah, if you know anything about Fabius Bile, then there you go. I will be starting the Emperor's Children Legion February, March time, so by then there's a few Primark book novels and things I need to read, so I'll get round to reading this about that time, so that'd be good. We've also got the Liber Mechanicum book. I will be going through this page by page very soon, so stay tuned to the channel for this. It's got the Titans in, it's got the Knights. I think the first look at this will be the start of next week. We've got the a Contemptor. We've actually got two Contemptors because weapons and things like that I'm planning to do. We'll have a look at those. I think the unboxing is due tomorrow for the Contemptor. The Leviathan will be start of next week too for that unboxing. I've already built the plastic one with the close combat and the Dark Angels one. Check out my review of the plastic one. We've got the Spartan Assault Tank. Again, I am building 6 legions, so the more the merrier, but there will be a separate unboxing of that, just because it's separate to the Age of Darkness, I guess. And then finally, last but not least, the main reason why you're here today is this Sicaran. So here it is. So there you go, that's the Legiones Astartes Sicaran battle tank. We'll just take the film off. This is very nice. If you wanted to know the size of this box, I think the Predator is going to be the same size box. It is a little bit taller than the Rhino, but width-wise and things, it's the same proportions. The same for the Sicaran, it's the same proportions, but the Sicaran is even thicker. I'm wondering whether the upcoming Land Raider Proteus will be in the Spartan box or whether it will be in the Sicaran box, but I do think that the Predator will be in this size box. So let's have a look at the reverse. You've only got one option there weapon-wise, which is the Accelerator autocannons. Sponson though, hull-mounted weapon is always the heavy bolter for any of these Sicarans. However, sponson-mounted weapons, you're going to have a choice of las cannons, Volkite culverins and heavy bolters, which is different to the resin kit because they only usually equip you with either the las cannons or the heavy bolters. That's why if you get multiples of these, it's worth magnetizing them, but I think it's going to have that same mechanism that we have found on the Spartan, on the plastic Spartan, whereby it's like a plug and socket where you put the sponson in and then you turn it and it's kind of like locked into place. But it's nice that we're getting Volkite culverins because that's actually a new weapon for these. We never had those before. So without further ado then, let's unbox this. The reason why I only got one of them, I might get another one at some point to have a third one with autocannons because they are pretty cool, is because I've got so many. I've got all of the other variant of the Sicarans now. I want to do reviews of them all, and that's the same for a lot of the units like the Thunder Hawk and the Stormbird and the Mastodon. So anyway, let's have a look at the sprues. So you're getting this tank sprue, this tank track sprue, just full of tracks, and that is it. It is just the Sicaran tank track sprue. Mold lines don't look too bad. I mean, we're going to have to get through this, aren't we, guys? So at least you're not going to get any Sicarans that have the gates attached to the tracks at the back. And, you know, if you've built the resin kits before, you know what I'm talking about. This is the sponson set, which I think is the same sponson set as the Kratos. So you've got the las cannons, Volkite, heavy bolters, but also the heavy flamers, which I failed to mention, but that's because the picture isn't on the back. But I think that is the same sprue that you get in the Kratos. Then another awesome sprue that you get in both the Kratos and the Rhino is the vehicle accessory sprue. This is a fantastic sprue. It's one of my favourite sprues of the Horus Heresy vehicle miniatures of the Horus Heresy so far, just because it's got your heavy bolters, your multi-melters, your combi weapons, smoke launchers, missiles, frags, dozer blades, different cupolas, different Space Marine heads, and even the Mark II in plastic, which, yeah, let's keep our fingers crossed. I'd much rather get the Mark II in plastic quicker than the Mark V, but, you know, hopefully it's coming along with the plastic breaches and assault Marines. And then you get the two main sprues that sort of make it a Sicaran, really. It's an interesting one because you've got the base of the vehicle, the two sides, which are all in one part, and yet it does have this plug and socket kind of mechanism that I thought it would have. It's got the track runners, or the, you know, the wheels. You've got the iconic front kind of V armor panel, and you've got the reverse where all the exhausts and things will attach to, and some front armor panels too. So that's a really nice Sicaran sprue, and you can put that with a load of other Sicarans. Now the other sprue though is specific to this one. So at the moment, unless they change this top where the turret goes, which, let's be honest, there's also exhaust as well, if there are going to be any variants of this, they're going to have to bundle this sprue in. They can't really get around that unless they make another one of these sprues with different weapons other than the autocannons, and they're going to have to replicate the exhausts again, replicate the whole mounted weapon. I mean, with the Venator, it doesn't have a whole mounted weapon like the heavy bolter, and the whole sort of front and the back is a little bit different. So the whole front and where the neutron laser sits is a bit different too. So yeah, interesting. Like I say, if they're gonna make another variant of this, they're gonna have to either bundle this sprue in or make a brand new sprue like this, but with like a couple of weapon options. But just looking at it, I'm not sure where they're going to be able to fit that in. If they do any variants, it'll be a full different sprue for that variant, which is interesting. But yeah, there you go. So that's the two main sprues for the kit. You've got the vehicle accessories sprue, you've got the track sprue, and then you've got the sponson sprue that's in your Kratos, and hopefully Predator as well, actually. Then you've got the instruction guide and your Horus Heresy Legiones Astartes vehicle transfer sheet. So you've got that. And this is the instruction guide. So, yep. We build the sides and the tracks first of both. I will be building this later on, so please join us all for that. Then you build the hull and the hull mounted heavy bolter. Then you put it all together there, the three main sub-assemblies. And then you work on the turret and the exhausts, put the accelerator autocannons on, and then the sponsons. and then the accessory sprue. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to have on mine. I'm thinking of having a pintle mounted heavy bolter, and having this one with heavy bolters, and just have it, you know, have so much DACA on it, because then I might just give it to Imperial Fists. I don't know, I'm still thinking about it. I'm definitely not going to put the frag assault launcher on, or the combi weapons. It's either going to be the multi-melter, which adds a bit more anti-tank, anti-armor, or it's going to be the heavy bolter, but I think it might be that indeed. And then that's it complete in like a vanilla sort of loadout. You can put the smoke launchers on and that hunter killer, but I think it starts to look a bit odd. It loses its, you know, silhouette as a Sicaran if you do that. But that's just my opinion. What do you guys think of this plastic Sicaran? You know, it's great if you were one of the first that got a Sicaran for like 55, 60 pound. Over the years, they've gone up to almost £100 now in resin. So to get one at £47.50, pretty much half price in a hobbyer friendly material, I want to say, even though it has, you know, many more parts. And I do think a multi-part kit like this, such as like the Leviathan as well, takes you longer to build. So what you're gaining in value by not spending as much on the same thing, or almost the same thing, you're losing out on your actual time as well that it takes you to put together. But please do put your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. It'd be great to hear from you. I'm thoroughly overjoyed with this. I can't wait to build it in the live stream. Hope you join me. Thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you for watching. The Emperor protects.